Boss talks to me and coworker about our production, so we're going to start meeting production. My coworker and I work as second shift pickers at a warehouse. We are the only two people that work in the upstairs zone on our shift. We very rarely leave any work not done. We get well over the daily quota worth of picks in the first hour alone. But we have to spend the next hour building the pallets of the product we just picked, which is counted as downtime, despite the fact that we're still working. Our supervisor decided that, despite us getting the work done and only having an hour of necessary downtime, where we're not actively picking, we needed to be talked to about meeting our hourly to hourly pick count, which is 60 picks an hour, depending on the kind of stuff we're picking, and the piece count for each pick. We may, or may not, be able to hit that. Regardless of if we hit 60 picks an hour or not, we still get most, if not all, of the work done every night. Cue malicious compliance. My coworker and I usually bust ass to get the work done and hit around 90 picks or so an hour. We've decided to stop doing that. We're going to pick our 60 picks an hour. Apparently it doesn't matter whether or not the work is getting done as long as that quota is met. So we're done killing ourselves to get it done. We're also going to stagger picking and building pallets in the beginning so we don't have a solid hour of downtime, despite the fact that it'll make that process take significantly longer than if we pick everything then build the pallets all at once. This will take away from our remaining time to pick everything else we have. You want to talk to us about something that shouldn't have been a problem? Then we'll continue to make it not a problem by meeting the bare minimum expectations. I worked in a factory that cut and packaged stuff like deli paper. The hourly quota was anywhere from 45 to 66, depending on how much fit in a case and how fast the machines were running. My crew could average about 20% higher than quota per hour. On our 8-hour shift, we were given 2 10-minute breaks and 1 20-minute lunch. We generally took 2 15s and 1 half-hour lunch. Mind you, even while doing this, we'd still get about 1,518% of the company's quotas on the day. My supervisor came over one day and told me that we needed to take our company-mandated breaks as per the company handbook. I told her that I will be glad to, as long as she realizes that I'll be slowing the machine down to match company quota. She told me I can't do that. I told her that I'm just following mandated quota per company handbook. She never bothered me about breaks again. My last boss was that way. He'd complain about the extruder not running within 30 minutes even though only enough materials was prepped for one order and there were often 3 or more for the exact same thing. We were also the ones responsible for prepping the materials needed. It takes about 3 hours from start to finish to set up the extruder. But you want to make it so we have to stop and start it more often even though we would eventually have to do the same things anyway? Fine. Your call. Literally adding hours of work that could have been avoided every single week. Meet Ma metric. No, I don't care that it doesn't make sense. Meet Ma metric. Malicious compliance needs fallout. Why is it so many people ignore Rule 7 and post a story without the fallout? Pist. Q. Malicious compliance. To Q means to form a line. To Q means to trigger, activate. And, for the record, to K means you're speaking Spanish, Italian, or French.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. EmberSolaris is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.